Hey everyone, welcome to the West Coast Barbell Club Exercise Library. Right now we're going to have a quick look at the pin press. Okay, now the pin press is simply an overhead press done from pins or safety spotter arms. Okay, we've got safety spotter arms here set up for me to do a pin press. Okay, however we're not going to be able to do a full demo of a standing pin press because of the roof height of the space that we're in at the moment. Okay, what I'm going to do to begin with is show you how you set up your conventional pin press. Okay, and I'm going to show you a modified version, which is a seated pin press. But please bear in mind, if you simply see pin press in your programming, it is a standing variation of this movement. Okay, it will say seated pin press if it's going to be the seated variation we end up looking at in a few minutes. Okay, so for your pin press or standing pin press, we want to set up your safety spotter arms so the bar is in line with the natural position you would find at the bottom of your overhead press. Okay, for me that's going to be somewhere around my shoulder line. Okay, about here. In doing so, make sure you've got them set up the same heights on both sides. Okay, and fundamentally you're going to do everything you normally would from an overhead press, except the bar is going to come to rest on the pins in the bottom position. This will give you an opportunity to reset your setup between each rep. It'll also punish you if you lower the bar slightly far out in front of you, okay, as you'll have to press from a compromised position. Unlike pin squats and pin bench, where I really encourage people to stay as tight as possible in the bottom position, I actually don't mind with these if people actually allow the entirety of the weight of the bar to come to rest on the pins, giving them an opportunity to quickly reset before they go with the next press. Okay, and like I said, I won't be able to demonstrate these properly because I'd otherwise be hitting the roof. Okay, I'm going to show you at least 90% of the range of motion without hopefully hitting my barbell on the ceiling. Okay, so in this position here, I'm going to take a grip right on the edge of the knurling. Okay, stay on both sides. I'm going to try and keep my wrists as flat as possible and stack my elbow underneath my wrists. Okay, get a nice proud posture. Notice how I've got a relatively wide stance and I'm squeezing my bum. Okay, elbows nice and high. From here, I will press the bar overhead to a full lock out of the elbows, which I'm not demonstrating here, and then return the bar under control back to the pins. So pressing, making sure you're getting a full lock out of the top before returning the bar to the pins. Okay, and formally set like that. So you get a clear understanding of what we want from the top position. I'm now going to chop this video so you can see me doing a seated pin press, but please do bear in mind the only reason I wasn't fully extending my elbows at the top is because if I did, I'd end up hitting the ceiling here. Okay, so you'll next see a seated pin press where you'll get an indication of what the top position should look like, albeit I'll be on a bench rather than standing. Okay, we'll cut to that video now, and if there's any questions that you have off the back of watching this video with regard to your pin presses, please let me know and I'll be happy to help. Okay, so this here is going to be our seated pin press. Okay, I've set up the pins at the height where I would naturally hold the bar in the front row position. I'm bracing in a neutral position through my upper back and trunk. Okay, and like I say, in viewing the top position here, you'll get an indication of what I want to see from your standing pin press. Okay, however, you may see seated pin press in your programming, and this will give you a good indication of what we want that to look like. Okay. Notice how I'm driving my head through the bar path once it passes my forehead to a full lockout of the shoulders and elbows. Okay, that there's your pin press work. Okay, if you've got any questions about it, let me know.